This year is shaping up to be a huge year, and if you are playing on PlayStation 5, there is no shortage of exciting games on the horizon. Today we are counting down the 20-player PlayStation 5 titles expected to release this year. Obviously, we can't include everything, but these are the games we're personally the most excited about. One important thing to keep in mind is that not all of these games have completely locked in releases dates yet. Delays happen. With that said, let's kick things off at number 20. At number 20 we have Blood of the Dawnwalker. This one has serious potential. It's coming from a brand new studio formed by developers who previously worked on The Witcher 3. They're creating a dark vampire RPG where you explore a world ruled by vampires. Play as a character who can operate both during the day and the night, unlocking powerful vampiric abilities after dark. The game emphasizes strong narratives and places pressure on a major plane by limiting the amount of time available to accomplish major goals. Despite that, it still promises plenty of traditional RPG elements like exploration, side quests, and branching storylines. From their atmosphere to the music to overall tone, this feels like a dream project for vampire fans. Of course, it's a new audio, so there's some risk involved, but the concept alone makes it one worth watching closely. Next game we have Marvel's Wolverine, developed by Insomniac Games. After their massive success with Spider-Man, Insomniac is now tackling one of the Marvel's most iconic and brutal characters. Wolverine is half violent and more morally complex, and the game is clearly learning into that darker tone. We've already seen some brutal footage. For the fans of X-Men, there's a lot to be excited about. Familiar enemies, iconic characters, and classic comic book elements are all here. More importantly, there's hope that this version of Wolverine can finally step out of the shadow of Hugh Jackman and present a fresh, more nuanced take on the character. As of now, the game is targeting to a fall of this year. Number 18 is 007 First Light, a brand new James Gunn focusing on Bond's origins. This time, we're seeing Bond as an energy giant training, long before he becomes the legendary 000 operative. Game promises all this temple of the Bond fantasy, stylish outfits, exotic location, espionage, and explosive action. It's being developed by IO Interactive, the team behind the modern Hitman games, which is a great fit given their expertise in stealth, creative plumber games, and spy mechanics. Bond is a tricky franchise to get right, but if someone can pull it off, it's them. Despite a delay, the game is still planned for this year. At 17 is Crimson Desert, the next major project from the creators of Black Desert Online. This is a massive single-player RPG that blends elements from games like The Witcher, Skyrim, and Dragon's Dogma. It's packaged with systems from combat and traversal to quest design and world interaction. The ambition here is enormous. The world look huge, the visuals are stunning, and the gameplay system are layered and complex. If the developers can successfully balance everything, this could be one of the biggest RPG of the year. Currently, the schedule is for March of this year. The next game brings our fans something special with Cliff Baker's Hellhaver's Revival. This isn't an asymmetrical multiplayer game. Instead, it's a full single-player game. First-person horror experience inspired directly the original film. The Hellraiser universe is disturbing, grotesque, and deeply unique. And this game seems ready to fully embrace that. The developers clearly understand the source of material, and if executed well, this could be a standout horror title. The game is expected to release sometime in this year. At number 15, we have Pragmata, a brand new IP from Capcom. You play as a space-suited explorer accompanied by a mysterious android girl as you navigate abandoned space stations and ruined futuristic cities. Gameplay blends third-person shooting with hacking mechanics, as your android companion can manipulate enemies and the environment. What's especially intriguing in this story is a big potential here. Capcom doesn't launch new franchise lightly. There's a lot of curiosity around what's convincing them to take this risk. Pragmata is not released in April of this year. Number 14 is Directive 8020. The latest cinematic horror from the developers behind Until Dawn, The Quarry, and the Dark Pictures anthology. These games, they're leaning fully into sci-fi horror. You are stranded in space, surrounded by a desperate crew and an unknown, terrifying threat. The visuals, creature designs, cast, and atmosphere all suggest a tense and disturbing experience. There's no exact date yet, but confirmed for this year. At number 13 is Sorrows, the newest title from Housemarque, the studio behind Returnal. The game keeps the intense third-person bullet hell combat styles, but replaces a much stronger emphasis on narrative and character. Everything from the performances to the tone and atmosphere look distinctive and ambitious. Housemarque delivers like they usually do. This could end up being one of a standout PlayStation exclusive of the year. It's currently scheduled in April of this year. Number 12 is John Carpenter Toxic Commando. This is a cooperative chaotic shooter inspired by Left 4 Dead formula, but with a wild cinematic twist. There is a heavy focus on the vehicle combat, tons of enemy on screen, over-the-top gore, and creative character designs. Sometimes you just want a fast-paced co-op game, and this one looks like it could fit that sweet spot. It's set to release March of this year. At number 11, we have Reanimal. Developed by creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2, this is their spiritual successor after forming a new studio. The game features disturbing animal-like creatures, eerie environments, and that signature unsettling art style fans love, with more agency for the character and the fresh creative direction. This is one of the most exciting indie learning titles of the list. It launches February of this year. Number 10 is Lego Batman: The Legacy of the Dark Knight. In many ways, this feels like a Lego take on an Arkham-style Batman game. You explore Gotham, glide through the city, drive the Batmobile, and engage in the simplified but satisfying combat. This game feels like a massive celebration of Batman across comics, films, TV shows, and games. If you enjoy LEGO games or want something fun to play with family, this one is worth checking out. It released in May of this year. The number 9 is Mouse BI for Hire is the most visually unique games on the list. What started as a small indie project has grown into a stylish noir first-person shooter inspired by vintage cartoons. The hand-drawn black and white art style, jazz soundtracks, voice action, and the active team makes this feels completely fresh. We haven't seen many games like this before, and that alone makes it exciting. It's scheduled by the March of this year. Number 8 is Control Resonance. Remedy sequels to Control. This time, the developers are switching things up significantly. Instead of focus purely on gunplay and powers, the game leans more into melee combats and is introducing a new protagonist. Tied closely to G's fading stories, Remedy's signature surreal storytelling leads a full display. And while we don't know much yet, the potential here is massive. It's confirmed by this year. But number 7 is Onimusha, Way of the Sword. This makes the long-awaited return of Onimusha franchise with a brand new character and story. The combat looks stylish, fast, and brutal, and Capcom has proven in recent years that they knew how to revive classic franchise. While there's no release date yet, it's currently planned for this year. Number 6 is Nioh 3, bringing back the punishing Souls-like action the series is known for. This time, the games includes multiple playable characters with different combat styles. Expect tight controls, brutal boss fighters. If the previous games are any indication, this one will challenge even veteran players. It released February of this year. At number 5, Fatal Blade Zero continues to impress. This action-heavy title focuses on stylish combat, intense boss fights, and fluid animations. With multiple weapons, abilities, and devastating finishing moves, the gameplay looks incredibly satisfying. Developed by the Chinese studio entering the AAA space, this game has all the makings of a breakout hit. It launches on September of this year. Well, number 4 is Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra, a cinematic action game set during World War II, starring Captain America and Black Panther. Led by industry veteran Armie Henning, the game promises a story-driven experience with high production values, while we still haven't seen much gameplay. The setting and characters alone create massive potential, expected later in this year. At number 3 is Judas, the next project from Ken Levine, the creator of BioShock. The sci-fi shooter is surrounded in mystery, with very little gameplay revealed so far. Originally expected later, the game has slipped into this year. Given Levine's reputation for ambitious, experimental design, this could either be a masterpiece or take much longer to arrive. Hopefully, we finally see more this year. Number 2, we have Resident Evil 9. Also known as Resident Evil Requiem, U.S. Kennedy returns, older and battle-hardened. Leo S. Kennedy returns, older and battle-hardened, revisiting what remains of Raycon City. The game blends action-heavy gameplay with slower, more atmospheric horror sections, merging modern Resident Evil styles into one experience. Longtime fans will be happy to see Leon back, and the release date is set for February of this year. And finally, at the number 1 is Grand Theft Auto 6. No surprises here. After years of anticipation, hype, and delays, GTA 6 is currently slated for November. Rockstar is known for punishing boundaries, and expectation could be higher. With massive resources and enormous fan base, the question is whether this game will be big, but whether it will refine open world games once again. Those are the top PS4 games for this year. Let us know in the comments what you're the most excited to play. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up and leaving like, it really helps. And if you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. Thank you for watching. We see you in the next time.